Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Hugh15 and today we'll be doing part 2 of Injustice Gods Among Us. Now, after what happened to Metropolis being blown up, Superman flies to the Fortress of Solitude and has a moment of grief, but during this time, the world went into, in chaos basically. War broke out between countries blowing up each other, and others realized that Superman was grieving at this time and they took this as an opportunity to kill innocents. Clark will have to leave the fortress and go to the Middle East and grab a ruthless president and drag him into the street, stripping him from his clothes. And then Wonder Woman appeared and told Clark to hold a press conference, and Superman revealed his identity. And Superman calls out countries to, if they are threatening the peace, they will die. Not even like a trial. They don't even get a trial. They just die. Just straight up dead. Okay, but anyways, Superman wondered why Batman hasn't been seen after the death of Metropolis, because after that he wasn't actually seen, and so he was very worried about him. So he flew towards the Batcave and interrupts Robin and Nightwing's training, wishing to speak to Bruce. Damian talks to Superman, thanking him for killing the Joker, and Clark finds Bruce grieving, and Bruce tells Clark to stop as he is putting fear into the world and putting fear into these dictators. And Superman and Batman have an argument, and Clark even accuses Bruce for being responsible for his wife and son's death and telling Bruce to be a natural father towards Damian, which really pisses off Bruce and really makes Bruce want to. Well, he did. He punched. Basically, Bruce punched Superman across the face, but it didn't really hurt him. So I don't know why he did that. So before the argument gets out of hand, the Batcomputer alerts the two that there's a problem in Atlantis, and Clark leaves the Batcave. There's an argument between Atlantis and the Justice League as Aquaman refuses to surrender to Superman, and Aquaman shows his power and sends these fish creatures, these large, big creatures. I don't know what they are, but basically he sends these from land onto land around the world. And so Superman and the rest of the Justice League, I kid you not, picks up the entire Atlantis to the Sahara Desert, and quickly Aquaman surrenders. I mean, I would surrender if someone was picking up Atlantis. If I was Aquaman, I would. I'm like, jeez, man, chill, Superman. Where's your sense of morality, man? But anyways, Superman shows off his justice around the globe and will occasionally get confronted by heroes around the world. And the one they faced was an Australian hero called Galaxor. Not a very good name, but he has a very cool design, not gonna lie. So Galaxor saw Superman as a tyrant, right? And him and Superman were fighting, but despite his efforts, he was defeated. But not only defeated, he was seriously injured as his spine was crippled after a fight with Superman. Now, after this, Superman goes to another press conference and would address to the entire world that he had his eyes set on Arkham Asylum and he wished to kill the villains there. That's his plan all along, isn't it? Shortly thereafter, they are confronted by the Bat family, but suddenly, Damian Wayne joined Clark's side. I didn't really like Damian, but I didn't really care that he joined Clark's side. I knew he was gonna do it anyways. The Justice League thereafter started to remove all the inmates of Arkham, Cyborg hacking the security system and the Flash taking them to a secret location. To stop all this, Bruce sets out a virus inside Cyborg's body, causing him to be unconscious, and things escalated very quickly as Harley Quinn, who's behind the security desk, releases all inmates within Arkham, which leads to a massive fight, which then leads to Batman and Superman fighting Grundy. And now, after they defeated Grundy, they realized that Dick Grayson, aka Nightwing, had been accidentally killed by Damian Wayne. And when that happened, all fighting stopped. And Clark comforts Damian and Bruce was leaving with Nightwing's body. Flashing over a little bit, Superman continues traveling around the globe, wanting to enforce his ceasefire. And while they were doing this, they apparently picked up a signal that Lex Luthor is still currently alive after the explosion of Metropolis. And in this universe, Superman and Lex are very extremely close friends. Now, I may or may not know, but actually, wait, no, I think there was a storyline that Superman and Lex were very close friends. Now, I could be wrong, but I'd like it if one of you could actually say that in the comments. Say if I'm right or wrong, because I really have no idea. I could be wrong. But anyways, Lex even helps Clark in enforcing others around the world. Now, most of the members of the Justice League at this moment of time question Superman on his choices and how he should be enforcing his will upon people. Like, there was a moment where Superman was fighting Black Adam, and this is gonna piss off one of my friends because he really likes Black Adam. Basically, Superman forced him to say Shazam, making Black Adam turn into an old human, well, in his old human state, basically. I mean, he's 100 years plus, he's 100 plus years old. I mean, he is dead, basically, he's dead. Sorry, Riz. Now, Superman holds a press conference again, basically. He holds a press conference again, and a boom tube opens with thousands of parademons, and the son of Darkseid, Kalibak, appears before Superman. And very quickly, Kalibak realizes that he made a huge mistake, as this isn't the Superman that he met before. Oh no, this was a different Superman. And, you know, Superman had the upper hand, just brutally beating Kalibak into the ground, and Superman not even realizing that even more boom tubes were opening around the world, and Kalibak is shocked by the power of Superman. So Kalibak surrenders, but that doesn't stop him. But that doesn't stop Superman, actually, as he continues to brutally beat up Kalibak to death. And now Superman realizes that there are millions of people dying globally, and so he runs to meet up with the Flash and thinks whether he should cross the line, even though he just did. I mean, did he not just kill the Joker? I mean, I don't know. And the Flash says that he shouldn't. He's not going to give him permission to even cross the line. And so, without a single thought, Superman leaves the Earth's atmosphere, or Earth's orbit, basically, and starts to absorb all the sun's radiation and travels around the entire globe, killing every single parademon there is. And when he comes back into he is appreciated by everyone. They are just like chanting his name, shouting it, and they are just like throwing confetti. I don't know where they even got that. They literally, like, did the buildings not just get torn to pieces? Like, I don't even know. And now at this time, Lex Luthor starts to be creating these Kryptonian pills that gives the user Kryptonian strength and, well, enhanced strength. I don't know, you can go either Kryptonian strength or enhanced strength. I'm just gonna say Kryptonian strength. And Bruce becomes aware of these pills, but things started to escalate when Damian found out that the Hawk Girl that they've had around was in fact Martian Manhunter. So believing that Bruce has somehow crossed the line, I don't know, Clark reveals to the entire world that Batman is in fact Bruce Wayne. They then find Batman and confront him, wanting him to surrender, but they don't realize who he actually is until he starts flying. But then they now realize that they will just be talking to Martian Manhunter the entire time. Superman eventually catches up with Jean, who is Martian Manhunter, and Clark has a conversation with him, and Jean tells Clark he's becoming a tyrant and he needs to stop. But then he's attacked by Wonder Woman, and to defend himself, he starts to suffocate Wonder Woman from the inside of her body. So Clark has no choice, but he was forced to kill Martian Manhunter. And after this, the US launches an attack on Korea, but Superman went to the president and asked why he did this. Like, why did he launch these attacks upon Korea? Upon Korea. I don't know. Forget that I just said Korea. Yeah. And then Superman comes to the realization that he's been used, and well, this was all a distraction for him, and his eyes quickly diverted towards the Fortress of Solitude, where he kept his parents for safety, reasons, And so he arrives there at the fortress, and he finds out that Batman and his team are there, and Superman is just pissed. And Captain Atom and Superman start to have a fight, and their punches were so powerful, the Fortress of Solitude started to fall apart. Now, despite Superman's powers, he is weak against Captain Atom. But then Wonder Woman comes again to aid Superman, and she uses her sword to cut Captain Atom's neck, but that doesn't really do anything. I mean, it didn't really do damage. But what it actually did was pierce Atom's containment field, which meant that he was gonna explode. He grabs Superman and takes him to the Earth's atmosphere, which he sacrifices himself, and that blast knocks out Diana into a coma. Superman is still standing at this point, but he's even more angry looking at the fact that his former friend tried to kill him. I wonder why he tried to kill him. I really wonder why. But anyways, Clark then travels back to the fortress, which he finds his parents with Oliver Queen, aka the Green Arrow. Oliver sees the Kryptonian pill and tries to grab it, but Clark uses his heat vision to melt it, and Oliver fires an arrow, and he fires an arrow at Clark, and it off courses. But what am I saying? It doesn't really do. Yeah, that's the effect. It didn't really do anything. Because it's the Man of Steel. It didn't really do anything to him, but it deflected off him and fires off to Jonathan Kent. And in a bit of rage, Clark backhands Oliver through a wall. And bleeding out, Oliver shoots out an arrow passing through Superman and out of the Fortress of Solitude, and Clark completely loses it and brutally beats up Oliver to death, and until he is stopped by Martha Kent, who took the Kryptonian pill, and gets in an argument with his Earth parents about how he's not doing the right thing anymore. And even the hologram of Jor-El appears and tells him to stop what he's doing, and that he will not help him anymore. So flash forwarding a little bit, Superman then flies off to confront Bruce in the Batcave and tries to pick up a fight with him, but Bruce refuses to fight back, but tries to convince him that what he's doing is wrong. Like everyone else is telling Clark that is wrong, but somehow Clark just doesn't want to listen. And Bruce runs for the Kryptonian pill, but is stopped by Clark, and Clark pulls a Bane move upon Batman, crippling his back. Clark then realizes that upon fighting Bruce, the Batcomputer has been analyzing the pill and was sent off basically the information that was analyzed by the Batcomputer was sent off to an ally, and basically, he was very frustrated, and Clark was putting pressure upon Bruce's back and demanding where the information was sent to. Of course, Bruce refuses to say, but then Alfred appears behind Clark, and who then does this pretty badass move. I'm not even gonna lie. He headbutts Clark and breaks his nose. Alfred took the Kryptonian pill and brutally beating up Clark into the ground, leaving him there unconscious. I mean, do you not realize how cool that is? Literally, Alfred finally kicking some ass. Kryptonian ass. He did it. Yes. I was actually pretty excited when I saw that. I mean, you know, it's Alfred, and he wouldn't actually do that upon Superman, but he had no choice, really. I mean, Clark was about to kill him, was about to kill Bruce. He had no choice. But, okay, anyways, I'm done ranting about that. Anyways, Clark woke up and saw Bruce disappear along with Alfred, and he was just there very confused about what just happened, about how Alfred just kicked his ass. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. This is the end of part 2 of Injustice, and tell me in the comments if you would like me to do other alternate universe comics. So like, comment, and subscribe. Stay positive, and peace.